How you do? Today is Saturday, 4:53 p.m. Eastern Time, USA. Um, Eastern Time, excuse me, Central Time. Boy, I flunked geography. Okay, this is gonna be a short video because the purpose of this video is to point to you a link at the bottom and the comments. And I want you to hear the economist Giannis Varoufakis. Professor Varoufakis became Greek Minister of Economics when Greek was broken down in the, right below the dog's pit. That was a time when the mothers were leaving their children at the fire station because they couldn't feed the children. So they were just giving it away because they couldn't feed them. So instead of killing, dropping the babies at the fire station will allow them to leave because they could not afford, they had no money to feed the kids. Not even with prostitution, because of that crisis in Greek. Even the nice ladies, the good clean ladies, they had to do whatever they had to do, and prostitution was an option to get some money, but that did not work. There was no money. I mean, the country was broken. So him being an ideologue, he thought that he could get the IMF involved to help Greece. And even today, as we speak, and you hearing his conversation that took effect, I think it was 2 days ago, the interview with the Canadian public TV, he still believes in the system. He knows that the system is broken. He knows that the economy is in pieces, but he still has that ideology that the only thing good in the world is capitalism. The rest is evil. And he tells you history like it happens, like the West did to Russia. And how President Putin took over from the drunken guy, and it took them 4 or 5 years to turn the economy on Russia to what it is right now, which is not superb, it's not good, but it's stable. It's more stable than any European country. Their economy is $1.5, $1.4 trillion a year in relation with the U.S. economy, which is close to 13, a little bit over $13 trillion a year. So there is no comparison. But they don't have the homeless issues, the unemployment issues that we have here in the U.S. or in the West. But basically, I want you to hear somebody that he was economics professor in Greece, became the economic ministry of Greece, and then he fought tooth and nail with the thief, the rats of the IMF, which he was protecting his people. He was protecting the people of Greece, and he couldn't do it, and he was forced through the president or the prime minister of Greece to fire him, to let him go, because he did not want to sign the agreement between the IMF and Greece. So even though he's an ideologue, he has the conviction that he could not screw his own people, unlike a whole bunch of leaders of the world that go to the West and who cares about their people, like in a few South American countries, specifically Colombia and Ecuador right now. Ecuador, you will see that in the next 6 months, they're going to get the president now because it's not working at all. And it's not doing anything to solve the problem. So this is the type of philosophy that you need to learn or be aware. And if you are outside the U.S. with the government in the different places, nowadays I getting people from even Greece, actually. I got one comment in one of my videos. I want you to understand that this is what the so-called free will is exposed. We don't have the Eastern Bloc or the Communist Bloc before, because the ideology of communism died. Now we have the Chinese socialism, which is basically capitalism, and it's working better than the U.S. capitalism system, because the Chinese system is not there to make the top rich, it's there to help the people. This is why China got rid of poverty like nowhere else in the world. But spend some time, listen to him, listen carefully how he described the IMF, the problem that the West is having now with Russia, and how he's still inside his being, his soul is against the opposite system, which is gone now. There is no more communism in Russia. Putin does not belong to the Communist or Socialist Party, even though in Russia today, the Communist Party is the second party in the Russian Federation. You don't believe me? Go Google it or Wikipedia and tell you that the Communist Party is the second biggest party in Russia. Putin, his party, don't remember the name, Russia United or something like that, is the first one. But still people believe in the system, communism as a system. And Chinese motherfuckers, even though he's not part of the government, he created a new political party because he wants to fight against establishment. But guess what? The whole system is the establishment. The whole system is the establishment. This is why I keep telling you over and over and over. If you live in the U.S. or you live outside the U.S., you make sure that you have your money in your hand, not in the bank. If you have it in the bank, you don't have anything. Make sure it's here, or maybe you can reach it in emergency. Okay? Make sure that you do first. You do this first. Okay, guys, pay attention to a professor, because he's a professor, a university professor. He's not a talking head. And get one or two things out of these, so you prepare for what's coming. There are some reports that the West, some idiots in the Pentagon, now that the Russian is winning the war, just like it happened in Syria, just like it happened in Afghanistan, they create some problems, some diversion, so they can blame it on Russia, like a tactical nuclear explosion. Maybe they're going to do that. But I hope they understand that if they do that and they wanted to pin it on Russia, Putin is going to retaliate with the real stuff on them. Because he has gone 2 miles in order not to kill excessive killing of a civilian population. War is war, guys. No matter what you do, you're always going to get collateral damage. But he has gone, and the troop has gone 2 miles in order not to destroy or kill or that much. But that stuff happens. Okay, this is your homework that I want you to do. If it's too long, how long is it? It's almost 30 minutes, 29 minutes and 36 seconds. See it in 2 parts. First part and the second part. Okay, talk to you later. Behave. Money in hand. See you later.